Teacher, copy these notes carefully. They will be on the test. Literally 5 seconds later, poof, they're all gone. What song is she listening to? She's obviously trying to do math. What's worse than heartbreak? Changing an answer on a test that was right. Teacher, don't write on the tables. Kids in the back, they're not writing, they're sculpting. These pencils were everything. Nobody. Lunch lady, grab a fruit, baby. They cared more about us than anybody in the entire building. This kid in my class seriously did a presentation on bread. Bread in ancient culture and bread in modern culture. Warning, will explode entire contents when dropped in hallway. Students taking a test and the fire drill saving them. Teacher, age doesn't matter. Follow your passion. Toby, age 3, alcoholic. Sorry, professor. My falcon ate my homework. As a student, the most comforting words you will ever hear are, I haven't started it yet either. It's a lie. It's a trap. They've already submitted. Start your work. Who remembers the grade book? Me. I had a planner. This teacher who respects his students' space, but not her decision to break the rules. One of my female students was smoking in the bathroom, so I'm sitting outside until she's done so I can suspend her. Doesn't study for a test. Me, 10 minutes before a test. How to absorb textbooks like a sponge. My peers, focusing on schoolwork. I love you, my significant other. Accurate, 3rd grade teacher. I need some strong boys to carry these chairs. She's wearing Jordans just in case one of her students want to mess around to get dunked on in the name of chemistry. My daughter actually submitted this feedback at school. Not sure if I should ground her or buy her an ice cream. Things my teachers can do better. Not use collective punishment, as it's not fair on the many people who did nothing. And under the 1949 Geneva Conventions, it is a war crime. Math class in middle school be like, is this a triangle? Yes. How do you know? What? Prove it's a triangle. Look at it. Studying incentive. When you reach a gummy bear, you get to eat it. I've been studying wrong my whole life. You think I have that much control? I'm eating all of them if I do this. Have you ever gotten to that certain point in the school year where you just brain breaks? Yes, the second day. Teacher here. I ground a full school assembly of about 600 boys to a short but complete halt with a fart. It came out about 100 decibels louder than I was expecting. Managed to join in with looking around to see who'd done it and got away with it. Possibly my life's greatest achievement. How do children have so much energy? They can basically run around until they drop dead. The school system hasn't destroyed them yet. Me in class taking pictures of the board that I know I will never look at again. Professor, I gave you 4 days to finish this essay. There's no excuse. Also, professor, here's a quiz you took 2 years ago. I finally graded them. Students, swears every single day. Teachers, swears once. Students, when a teacher who's been working for 20 years gets asked to move classrooms. Me, getting in the same dodgeball team with the strongest students. Me, getting in the same dodgeball team with the weakest students. Stupid student. Woodshop sucks. Woodworking is such a useless skill. Woodworking guys. Nobody. Public high school teachers. Pretty sure everyone's textbooks looked exactly like this. College productivity at its finest. Taking exam. Hey brain, remember studying this stuff? Yeah, we totally studied that. Awesome. So what's the answer? I don't know. I don't remember. College had me checking my emails in the middle of a party and submitting assignments in the club. How I spent the first day of school. Learning. Explaining to my teacher how to pronounce my name. Told my students if they wore Crocs tomorrow, there would be no homework. Let's see how this plays out. Only one kid had homework. Things I will miss the most when going back to school. 20 minutes of studying and gaming 24/7. Perfectly balanced. Teacher, you need to learn to have better control of your emotions. The teacher, when a student is 3.86 seconds late, fire alarm goes off. Teacher, stay calm. Kid named Calm. Guess I'll die. Students overanalyzing a poem that makes no sense. The author who was drunk and had a mental breakdown while me walking in class for a test without having ever studied. Optimistic. Left-handed students. Exists. These stupid desks. Rich people, poor people. People who shake the entire table in art class just by erasing one line. Teachers telling their students to sign into the most random website they will use twice because it will count 50% of their grade. The professor's wife confronting him about his affair. The professor. Everyone else in the Zoom meeting. I'm fairly certain this has happened once. It's kind of funny but sad. School helps you improve your drawing skills. Remember these multicolored pens? Yeah, we tried to press all the colors at the same time. A recent survey asked 12-year-olds what they had done over the past week. 83% answered, your mum. When all you want to do is sleep, but attendance counts for 15% of your final grade. Pass your quiz back to the person behind you to grade. Did you know it's a violation of student privacy laws to let students grade each other's quizzes? It's also illegal to call out grades. It is just straight up illegal to allow students to know other students' grades in the US. So in summary, bribe away, kids. Your teacher is breaking federal laws. High school teachers, they're not gonna baby you in college. College professors. You want a rap battle for extra credit? The class clown telling a joke. The whole class. Me, who was the... Okay, this person was bullied. School bus driver cuts grass at stops so students don't have to wait in weeds. Japan ninja student gets top marks for writing essay in invisible ink. I can do a month's work in hours, but only if a deadline is about to kill me. Got my prom dress. This is what it looks like. She just copies and pastes the location of the photo in her PC. Fail? Not really. You have to copy it and paste it where you would type in a website. The cyberbullying section in my college book. Help. We are going to get you after school. That doesn't even sound like cyberbullying. That sounds like they're going to carpool. When the substitute can't control the class and has to call in an actual teacher. What if university burns down? If a university burns down or is destroyed otherwise, all current students immediately graduate with a bachelor's degree. Hey Ferb, I know what we're gonna do today. College students, we're all in the same boat. The boat, 0 in division. I destroy math and you simply can't divide by me. 0 in addition. Please help, they're ignoring me. Indian guy on YouTube, do you trust me? Me, a night before my exams, with every cell of my body. US universities are charging full fees for virtual class this fall. This is absurd. University management. Classroom lights suddenly turn off. Those 2 girls in my class, screaming until I pass out challenge. Class starts packing away 2 minutes before the bell. The teacher. Abby Lee Miller cries and eats mac and cheese during her last moments before heading to jail. Me going back to school after break. Road to graduation and that one teacher. Teacher, the test is easy. The test, name these countries. Looks green, colors yellow. Who remembers writing using finger spaces? Not me. I remember getting my pen license though, from a pencil to a pen. Did you guys have that? I have 2 sides. Scared of anything lower than an A. I don't even care about school. I'm not doing this assignment. Biology students, after studying microbiology. Students to literally any substitute teacher. Are you really in charge here? Whatever happened to using tennis balls on chair legs to prevent squeakage? This is a thing? Let it grow. Sick of this school, bro. Don't lie. Were you popular in high school? I was in that weird middle class of high school students who weren't technically popular, but was cool with the popular kids and the lames. And the lames, bro. What do you mean while writing? Students be like, just to be sure, 5 plus 3 equals 8. Me taking a test? When did we learn this? What is this? Come on, I know this one. Who cares? I'm gonna work at McDonald's. When the teacher doesn't want you to pass the exam. What is a microphone? False and true. What isn't a microphone? Y'all ever be watching a movie about kids in high school? Then a picture gets sent to everyone at the school on their phone. And I'm just sitting there like, how do they have everybody's phone number? Kids who's had their hand up for so long that they had to take it down because they literally couldn't hold it up for any longer. Teachers, kid who's stretching. This has happened to me too many times. And then they look at me like, you really put your hand down because I didn't pick you? Tell me something I don't know. High school students today have the same anxiety levels as the 1950s insane asylum patients. Back to school shopping. They want to buy a brain cell, but it's out of stock. When I tell my teacher that a bully hit me, say, I hope not, because you didn't see or hear it happen. Be a responsible teacher and do something about it. My 5th grade teacher. This is some childhood trauma to remember this. Highlight of my day. I finished my exams. Me looking at bro after he yells, is that a cellular device? In the middle of class. I'll study later since the exam is a couple of weeks from now. I really don't need to study much because I'm doing okay on the assignments. How hard will it be? Professor isn't going to give us anything we've never seen before. I'll study during the exam. My English professor walked into class, saw algebra on the board and yelled, oh, what the hell is this? Get me an eraser before I pass out. Student, we finally finished all of our assignments. Teacher, I think not. The class, after making the nice teacher angry. Everyone feels bad. Primary school, work, work, work. High school, sleep. Not really working. University, Shakespeare hires bulls. What, you egg? He stabs him. English teachers, baffled. He stabs him with an egg. Chemistry class, expectation versus reality. Finally, Obamium. Yes, water. Incoming freshmen enjoying their orientation. Overworked and underpaid student staff, making sure the whole place doesn't fall apart. Teacher, you got 69%. Everyone laughs. Teacher, that was the highest mark in the class. Me, when you know the answer on Kahoot, smashing that button. That boy is from AP Physics 1 Essentials, page 179. Female teachers sleeping with students and male teachers. Students should only focus on exams. This is their top priority in life. Life is more than just exams. Teachers, the entire class, and the entire class when I take out my chewing gum. New classmate introduces himself. The memory of his name 2 seconds later. Online classes be like, yeah, 1 in a million classes people would turn their cameras on. I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you to student loans for getting me through college. I don't think I'll ever be able to repay you. A stamp that makes perfectly drawn benzene rings. Chemistry students, invest. This year, I'm going to start studying early so it doesn't accumulate. The teacher who just shut down texters everywhere. Dear students, I know when you're texting in class. Seriously, no one just looks down at their crotch and smiles. Sincerely, your teacher. My brain when I'm pooping, and my brain when I'm giving an exam. Just poop during your exam. Teacher, today we'll learn about Greek mythology. The kid who reads Percy Jackson. The kid who plays God of War. I'm gonna ask you this one time. Where's Gomorrah? History teachers? Yeah, I'll do you one better. Who is Gomorrah? Philosophy teachers? I'll do you one better. Why is Gomorrah? What about when is Gomorrah? Okay, class, time to learn about your family tree. The kid from Alabama. Option A, option B, option C, and option D. And what my calculator gave me. If students are happy about a deadly virus closing schools, then maybe schools should rethink the education system. Education. That sign won't stop me because I can't read. Anton posted a photo to your wall. Netta name. P. Enos. I'm gonna name my kid this if this video gets 100 likes. There. Ain't nobody got... Okay, I have time for that. I think you should have time for that. Punctuation is important. Slowest things in the known universe. A sloth, Konu aspersum, hair growth, school Wi-Fi. Teachers trying to figure out the best seating arrangement for the sake of everyone's safety and sanity. When you put on your best fit for school, but she's absent. If school isn't a place to sleep, then home isn't a place to study. Teachers, no, this isn't how you're supposed to play the game. There's a college student right now thinking, I'll wake up early tomorrow to do this assignment. That's the devil talking. The fact that there are imaginary numbers in mathematics is proof that humans create their own problems and then cry. Being a student at university, I can't afford adopting a pet from the shelter. Instead, I buy plants nobody else wants from the store that are probably going to die and plant them on my terrace. Then I imagine they are happy to be alive, and that makes me happy too. Schools be like, we don't tolerate bullying. We don't actually tolerate bullying being discovered because it might tarnish our school's reputation. So bully victims better be quiet. The dudes who just shoved their papers in their backpacks with no folders in elementary school all in prison now. The teacher is 15 minutes late, so we're legally allowed to leave. You know it was going to be a good day in maths when the teacher brought out the fun-sized M&Ms or Skittles. My neighbors, who are college kids, are testing a new cash flow alternative. Please throw your cans in my yard. Thank you. No, seriously, do. College in a nutshell. You answered 18 out of 18 correctly, but unfortunately, you need 19 out of 18 to pass this quiz. College life in a nutshell. When the professor asks you a question and you have to act like you're reading the boards still so he doesn't call on you. Bro's hiding that Krabby Patty secret formula. Plankton ain't breaking into this one. What a week at school looks like. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. School. It can kill. Me and another classmate seeing each other on the same Google document at 2 a.m. Then you message them and start talking to them. Doctor, this is your spine. What the hell? Put it back. Should I do doctor memes? When students cheat on exams, it's because our school system values grades more than students value learning. Leaves this here and backs away. High school summed up. If laziness was on the Olympic Games, I would rank 4th so I wouldn't have to climb the winner's stairs. In my senior drama class, I had to play Gordon Ramsay for a film project, but we could only film in school, so we had to find a closed-off room to use. The thing is, the room wasn't exactly soundproof, and apparently someone heard us, and that's the story of how the vice principal and 4 freshmen walked in on me wearing a chef's hat and yelling at my friend because her squid was so raw. I could still hear it telling SpongeBob to off. Did you get an A? Based on the no reply in the meme, I think they did. I'd like to think so. My English teacher accused me of plagiarizing an essay I wrote about my own life. My friend got accused of plagiarizing in junior high because she used the word sweets instead of candy, and our teacher thought that the word sweets was too advanced for our vocabulary. Once I scraped my knee in 3rd grade, and a weird girl who was obsessed with horses was like, hold on. Then she started crying and dropped tears on my knee, and then was like, Pegasus tears heal wounds. Public high school things. Naruto kids punching windows, Kahoot, miss, come on. Leaks coming from everywhere, screams from every direction, Jeopardy review games, chicken nuggets that are orange and all the same shape, people fighting for no reason, couples who make out in the hallways like they're never gonna see each other again, those kids who take the bathroom pass and disappear for half of the class, clapping in the middle of lunch for no reason, only going to the homecoming game, being embarrassed by the student art in the halls, that one teacher that no one calls Mr., Mrs., Miss, etc., but instead just their last name, hearing yelling from other classrooms and wondering what is going on. What's your favorite way you've been roasted by a student? One time I blocked a kid's computer because he was going on YouTube instead of doing his work, and he told me that was why I didn't have a boyfriend, and it made me giggle and then write about it on a Reddit post and then cry. Told my students to write the essay question at the top of their page. Fully half the class wrote the essay question. In 5th grade, my friend and I had a genius idea to start a business where we would purchase school supplies from the student store, then sell them for less money. So my school is under construction, and yesterday as I was leaving, I passed a construction worker who murmured under his breath, "I hate this school." And I just went, "Yep, me too." And he whipped around and yelled, "Thank you!" Like he had finally found someone who understood him, and that was the highlight of my day. About 2 weeks ago, I was working on a history paper, and it was around 2 a.m. and I was hungry. So I went to the pantry to get some food, and I found a bag of tortilla chips, but they were really big chips, so I broke one in half, and for some reason I thought the noise was hilarious. So I kept breaking them in half, and that is the story of how my parents found me on the floor of the pantry, crying hysterically, surrounded by tortilla chips at 2 a.m. Finals. My friends were chatting with each other in class, which was kind of against the rules, so our teacher gave them extra assignments as a punishment. But since I was seated next to them, somehow I had to do the assignments too, even though I did not chat with them at all. All my teachers in high school, college will be infinitely harder than high school. They will show you no mercy. My professor for my senior level immunology class. Question 1. Dr. Wilbur forgot to write the quiz. Would you like 10 free points? You can't even say no. I guess you can by not doing it. When you email your professor at 2 a.m. and they respond within a minute. Once in college at 3 a.m., I couldn't get my printer to print out my assignment that was due at 9 a.m. So I emailed my professor with, "I am Sleeping Beauty and some days my prints will come. In the meantime, here is an electrical copy." And she emailed me back in like 5 minutes and telling me she'd laughed so hard she startled her dog away. A haiku about buying college textbooks. What the hell textbooks? You're made of paper and ink, not diamonds. In 4th grade, my best friend was in a death feud over chess with a boy in our class, but instead of competing like a normal person would, they decided that the best way to determine who was a chess master was for each of them to select one of the 2 biggest idiots in class and teach them to play chess. My fair lady style, and see whose idiot won. We are just now, 22 years later, grappling with the moral implications of this exercise. I wonder what's happening right now over at Hogwarts. Probably education, since Harry doesn't go there anymore. When the professor wants you to buy $300 textbooks, but your friends hooked you up with the free PDFs. Pretty sure my old school wouldn't have allowed this. They would have just said, no, you need to buy the textbooks. I wasted so much money on textbooks, damn. Where are they now? I don't know. LeBron James Jr. won't wear his dad's number. He doesn't want people to know who he is. Coming in number 4, LeBron James Jr. Hey yo, bruh, who is that guy? This is the greatest letter home from summer camp ever to be written. Dear mum, good you packed extra underwear since I had diarrhea. I think I've read enough. If I read any more, I'll be sick. School is mentally killing us all because we're worrying about failing. Crazy way of saying you're just too lazy to do your work when you get arrested because you never learned how to do taxes. But still no mitochondria are the powerhouses of the cell. Or trigonometry, thank you. Me every August 1st. What else can you do with it? I think this is a teacher meme, like 4 teachers. I suddenly want to live in the UK. Yeah, but our gradings is differently because our questions are also different. And the difficulty. I'm sure you could get a converter, you know, like what the equivalent is in America to UK. My buddy recently broke up with his girlfriend. He sent me this screenshot of his phone this morning. They are all from her. I need her.